teacher, when he's looking at this boy and at his age and everything, of course he doesn't want to take it seriously. So the boy requests the teacher and says, could you please go and just check it with your notes? So he went and checked it, he came back. He said, son, then what is the right narration? He says, Sufyan's teacher was Az-Zubayr, not Abu Zubayr. These are two different people. Zubayr ibn Adi was the teacher of Sufyan. So, Haddathana Sufyan and Zubayr, not Abu Zubayr. I said, you're right. But how did you know this? I just learned it by sitting in your gatherings here. I memorized it. I learned all of this. That time people realized the value of this boy. So now teachers started paying special attention to him. At the age of 18, he started writing the books of hadith and writing books about the narrators of hadith. There is a book called At-Tarikh Al-Kabir. Most of the people may not even know the name of it, where he narrates a lot of hadith. That was the book that he wrote when he was about 18 years old. So anyway, Imam Bukhari rahimahullah, then he started traveling around the world. He went all around and learned the hadith from all the great muhaddiseen of his time. He went to Mecca, Medina, then he went to Basra, Kufa, Iraq, and all the cities of Iraq. And he kept on traveling around until he made sure that he got the hadith of all the great muhaddiseen. After that, Imam Bukhari rahimahullah, he started teaching hadith. As soon as he took that position of teaching hadith, subhanallah, everything turned around. What happened? No one likes him anymore. This is an amazing fact. That wherever he goes, no one likes him. He went back to his own hometown. They kicked him out of the town. Officially, they kicked him out of the town. He went and taught in another town. After some time, they kicked him out of that town. He went and started teaching hadith in another town. They kicked him out of that town. Where to go now? He had a relative in one of the small villages. And I'm making it very short because when there was a time when we were talking about Sahih al-Bukhari, we talked in detail about the biography from Bukhari rahimahullah. So, this kept on happening with Imam Bukhari rahimahullah, and he has a lot of opposition. The reason of that opposition was, wherever he would go, and he started teaching hadith, no one wants to learn from anyone else. So all the other people that were teaching there, their classes are empty. So of course, naturally, that thing would come, who is he now? Why is he pulling all of our students away? Why is he taking our position? And in most of the situation was the governor of the town and the leaders of the town. They thought, if he will have these type of gatherings around him all of this time, then he's a dangerous person. And at any time he can take our position also. He has to just tell his students that we don't like this governor, and it's done. So it was the fear of those people who were sitting in these positions that they may lose it because of the high respect Imam Bukhari rahimahullah has amongst his students. So this was the main reason he would have a position. And subhanAllah, every time, whenever he was opposed and he was asked to leave, his students, by that time, he had so much respect in the eyes of the public that people said, you don't have to leave. We'll deal with it, don't worry. He said, no. We don't want to create fitna. And I don't want to start a problem for everyone in the town. So, okay, that's fine. This is not the only place. I can go and live somewhere else. So he goes and lives somewhere else. When this thing continued, then he went and he lived in a small village, as I said, for some time. Then he heard that there was another town where the students, of course, after all, he's a muhaddis, and people really want to benefit from his knowledge. So they invited him in another town. This was the day after Eid, if I remember correctly. He got on his right, he's about to leave, and a person approached him and said, we recommend that you don't go there because people are creating fitna over there. And there are a lot of people that are opposing your coming into this town. So it's better that you don't come there now. When he heard this, he was so disappointed. That now, wherever I go, people are opposing. Not only this, that even people who don't know me, they never have seen me, and before I go there, they're opposing me before even talking to me. So he made this dua, Allahumma inna al-arda qad daqat aliyya bima rahabat, faqbidni ilayk. Ya Allah, this whole universe is becoming too narrow for me. I have no place. So Ya Allah, just take me away. Right there, he was sitting on his horse. He made this dua. Right there, he fell off the horse. They picked him up, took him into the house, passed away there. He passed away there. SubhanAllah, this is the greatest muhaddis of the time. And not only of his time, of greatest muhaddis that we find in the history of Islam. He had to make this dua at the end. Allahumma inna al-arda qad daqat alayya bima rahabat. Ya Allah, this whole world is becoming too narrow for me. I'm not accepted anywhere. Faqbidni ilayk, Ya Allah, just take me now. So, this was briefly the biography of Imam Bukhari rahimahullah. As I said, he wrote many books. One of them is Sahih Al-Bukhari, which is a well-known book of hadith. But as much as we know about the